All right, what's going on? All right, we good. What's going on? We back to the Fellow Sports TV. One time for the one time we grinding. Just had a little technical difficulties with the mic, but we good now, man. Cleared it up real quick, man. Appreciate everybody for jumping on with us again. Blessings to you and yours, man. We up in the building. Gonna talk about what happened last night. A lot of shit happened last night. You know, from the zone, Machado getting upset to Fortuna and Bourgeois was a sloppy matchup. Barrios impressed. And I was impressed by his opponent, Zamora, I think his name was. I was impressed by that young man last night. I want to see him again. Ishe Smith get retired by Erickson Lubin. There was another good fight with a dude from Mayweather boxing gym was on there. He had an impressive performance as well. Floyd Mayweather saying tension next for Tank, and then in the exhibition, then possibly next for Tank. And the real fight could be Gamboa. It's between Gamboa and Leo Santa Cruz and Tank for Gamboa. So a lot of things that went down last night. I didn't watch a lot of the press conference. I got up to date. Somebody sped me up to date, so I'm pretty sure what happened. Somebody that was on the media, we chopped it up about it. But here, still a little bit on the weather. But don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Get you 18% off, no matter promo discounts or markdowns they got going on. You still get the 18% off on their all-natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, muscle relaxer rub. Head over to the Hellblaze website, promo code in the description. Yeah, Jose Ramirez fighting tonight. A couple of brothers there. I heard Fred going to be there, Cali covering it, and Town Business JS. So make sure you go check out Barbershop Conversation, the Cali Enigma Sports and Entertainment Network, I think it is now, and Town Business JS. All them brothers out there covering the fight. So they should be already got their press credentials. The card already kicked off on ESPN Plus app, and Jose Ramirez fight will be on ESPN, I believe. So let me check that. So yeah, give me a minute. Let me double check that. Yep, Ramirez kick off at 7 o'clock. So yeah, he kicked off at 7 o'clock. But Lewis Henry, what's going on? Tuka Pack, I ain't seen him in a minute, family. What's going on? Woodstar TV, what's going on? Make sure you subscribe to him. Christopher Jeanette, what's going on? Jeanette. And depending on where y'all want to start at, we can start off with Alberto Machado getting upset last night. I seen it. I did a video on it. If you catch my video a couple videos back, it got the full knockout. The zone put it right on up. Machado got hit with a straight right to the body, and pretty much he got hurt. You know, to straight right to the body. I forget Andrew Cornett or whatever, Corsano, I think it was. He was lost to JoJo Diaz. He a full-time jackhammer construction worker. Got up 5 in the morning, run 5 miles every day, full-time worker. He upset Alberto Machado on his own. Alberto Machado was the probably the last great Puerto Rican hope they had right now. With Christopher Diaz getting defeated by Ito and Felix Verdejo, we all know what's going on with him. So, you know, Alberto Machado was, guys, people was asking Tank to fight him because he was technically the super WBA super featherweight title. He got downgraded in Mayweather Promotions. Sound like they bought the belt. And he got upset last night by a construction worker who lost to JoJo Diaz and by TKO in like the 5th or 3rd round or something like that. But, Machado got upset on his own. I told y'all that the thing about Machado was he didn't have enough confidence as a fighter. You know, Machado didn't have a ton of confidence. I could tell he one of them dudes that's scared to get hit. He was still feeling his way out, how to control his distance, how to be aggressive. But he had a lot of promise, and I don't think it's over with for him, man. It ain't like he got knocked out to the jaw. He got knocked out to the body. All body shots dropped several times, and the referee, stopped it. But when you got a real tall, lengthy fighter like that, especially a big guy like Machado, who probably burned, squeezed down to make weight, it's a great thing to go to the body, and that straight right hand dropped Machado, and he crumbled like a whole bunch of bricks. He just crumbled like Jenga. What's that game called, Jenga? You pull little blocks out. So we got a new regular WA title holder, a construction worker. So hopefully he don't have to work no more. He can get some big fights on his own, get a nice contract, and we can see some good fights from him. So into the good shit. We can talk about Gervonta Tank Davis first. I'm not gonna be on long, so I'll catch the Jose Ramirez card and enjoy it. Gervonta, last night, man, you knew what it was, man. It was an easy fight. Is it a fight that say, "Oh my God, he's like the greatest fighter of all time"? No, not at all. I'm not gonna dub him the greatest, but I mean everybody can see the potential. Last night he wasn't even in the greatest shape, and I felt if Hugo Ruiz can kind of drag him into the late rounds, it'd be over. But Tank Davis hit him early in that fight with a right hand, a straight right hand, and I could see on Ruiz's face that he wasn't gonna last too much longer. He got on his bike, he started dancing, going side to side, and basically he was running. And he ran from Tank power. Tank didn't have no definition last night. Tank looked like Keith Thurman when he came back, just flat, no definition. They had to burn muscle, burn water, burn fat just to get down to make the weight limit. And luckily for him last night, he didn't have a durable opponent in front of him. And I don't think Adnan Mars would have lasted that much longer than Hugo Ruiz neither. So what's up, Samuel Cruz? Garcia Flores, what's going on? So I'll get to that in a minute, Garcia Flores. But my whole thing is that at this point, man, it's time for him to be stepping up. Gamboa, no, I don't want to see him fight Gamboa. Anybody seeing Gamboa late, no, Gamboa should retire, okay? To be honest, it ain't a whole bunch of fights that can be made for him at 130, be honest. Until Tevin Farmer come off the zone, and I don't even think Tevin Farmer is the same caliber guy or just a step above this guy he just fought. He ain't that good. So, I mean, where does the real test lie for Tank? All they want to do is have him continue to fight this level of opponents. And Floyd is taking the blame for that. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is taking the blame for that, saying that, it's on me for him fighting who he got to fight. But remember how we talked about how every fighter want to be like Pretty Boy Mayweather, right? Remember how we talked about that? What's Mr. Dex Factor? I see you. Ronnie Nielsen, I see you. Remember how I said every fighter want to be like Money Mayweather? Well, Floyd Mayweather is showing that is the fact blueprint he gonna take with Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis is not gonna have to go through the pretty boy phase. See, every fighter see that with Floyd. Floyd act like the pretty boy phase didn't work. And I was talking to somebody on the phone today, and I told them, man, Mayweather ain't shit but a black Bob Arum. Real talk. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he crumbles in the same room as Floyd Mayweather. If you didn't notice, all that tough guy shit he talked, that spar Floyd, and he was talking all that tough shit with Adrian Broner. He was feeling himself, but when he get next to Floyd, and it's like he keep his head down, like he don't have that same energy when he around Floyd. If you notice, he don't have that same energy when he around Floyd. He don't feel like a boss. Remember, he said, "I ain't TMT, I'm GTD, I'm Gervonta Tank Davis." That energy is non-existent. You know what I'm saying? When he in the presence of Floyd Mayweather, that dude is a totally different dude. The dude that's on Twitter and the dude that's in the presence of Floyd Mayweather, those are two different personas, two different people. He said Tank looked better when he trained with Cunningham. No, Tank, I don't think it make no difference. I think Tank just got fat. That's just what it was. Tank got fat. So they had to shed all that weight down from Tank. They had to shed all that weight off Tank last night. He was up to 180 pounds to get down to 130, So I don't think it's fair to put that on Calvin Ford, that Tank went around the country and put on 50, 60 fucking pounds. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's fair to put on Calvin Ford. I think Gervonta Tank Davis was way lighter when he first trained with Kevin Cunningham. He was way lighter, That's just my personal opinion. But, Tevin is crying for a fight with Tank. Tank got a belt. Tank should fight Tevin Farmer. It ain't, man. Tevin Farmer is crying for that fight because he know it can't happen. Tank is on his own. I mean, Tevin is on his own. People don't understand that. Before Tevin went to the zone, he priced himself out to fight Tank. Going back to Mayweather versus McGregor, Gervonta Tank Davis was going to pay Billy Dibbs to step aside and fight Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer said no. He said, I don't want to fight you on Mayweather McGregor undercard. I want to go fight my mandatory. Tevin Farmer is a joke, bro. Real talk. Tevin Farmer is a joke. Everybody don't follow these stories like I follow the stories, like everybody else with the channel follow the story. Tevin Farmer is leading y'all to believe that he wants to fight. Then why did he run to the zone? He's on that fight with Tank worth millions. Tank made his first $1 million yesterday. So and you ain't never touched $1 million. Tevin Farmer never touched $1 million. Tevin Farmer making $500,000 with the zone. And y'all want to act like this nigga, man. You can see plain and simple, dude. If Billy Dibbs can touch Tevin Farmer, you know what's gonna happen to Tevin Farmer. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. With that dumbass Tevin Farmer shit. We know what's gonna happen to Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer gonna get body bagged. At the end of the day, tell him when his contract up with his own, like Lou DiBella said, come fight Tank. And I'm telling you, it won't go past 3 or 4 or 5. It won't go past 3. You know what I'm saying? This is the dude that got knocked out by Jose Pedraza, bro. That's what we talking about. We talking about a guy who cannot punch. Hugo Ruiz can punch harder than Tevin Farmer, a guy who really don't have no defense versus better opponents. Come on, man. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit, man. Anybody think Tevin Farmer beat Tank Davis, you out your fucking mind. You out your mind. That motherfucker gonna walk through Tevin, man. That's gonna be a quick fight. Go to the club after the fight, man. No glasses on. What's going on, Tony G? I see you. You know, but you know, I'm gonna say the Loma fight a little bit later, man. But keep going on. But if Gervonta Tank Davis don't take steps to fight Lomachenko, and I'm gonna keep it real, if he don't take the proper precautions to get ready for Lomachenko, he ain't gonna beat that guy. I feel like he got all the tools to beat the guy, but it kind of remind me, like I say, man, Lewis, what's going on? It kind of remind me of Gilberto Ramirez with Top Rank and Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez and Gilberto Ramirez, they fought all these tough ass fights, these mandatories and these tough dudes from across the land, right? But they never really got an opportunity to challenge themselves. And with Oscar Valdez's situation was a little bit different. Oscar Valdez ended up, damaging himself because dudes was coming in out of weight and dudes was tougher than expected. He never was able to challenge himself versus the other elite of the division. No Santa Cruz, no Mares, no Gary Russell, none of them dudes. He never was able to challenge himself, so he kept fighting the same level of competition. And eventually he started fighting down to his level of competition. His skills started to deteriorate. Same thing for Gilberto Ramirez. He never was able to fight up to never fight elite competition. So his skill levels and his skill set started to deteriorate because he wasn't being challenged. You know what I'm saying? Then you look at Tank Davis. I mean, who was he really fighting? Pedraza? Okay, woo, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. But after he fought Pedraza, Liam Welsh, Jesus Clayar, Hugo Ruiz, even Adam Mares, that wasn't no real challenge. Adam Mares a little nigga. Adam Mares probably wouldn't have went 2 months longer than Hugo Ruiz, maybe 3, maybe 4 rounds. You know? So, I mean, if he ain't going to challenge himself, man, then how you going to have him going fighting Hugo Ruiz and Tenchin Arakwa and fighting Tevin Farmer, then jump up and fight Lomachenko? You know how big of a gap that is between Lomachenko, Hugo Ruiz, and Jose Pedraza when Lomachenko healthy? That's a huge gap. And maybe Tank can take him out because he got the right style. But right now, he need to be fighting, better competition, man. I'm tired of seeing this nigga versus lethargic or pathetic competition. It's time for this dude to step up and fight somebody, man. If you want to fight somebody smaller, why don't you go fuck around and fight Gary Russell? You know what I'm saying? If you want to move up because you can't make the weight, well, how about you move up and fight Luke Campbell, okay? How about you try to fight Richard Comey? Try to go get Richard Comey to give you the belt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what it is. He need opponents. He need better opponents. And him fighting Tenchin is a joke. Come on, man. Come on. Floyd got to be kidding, right? I think Floyd is jealous of Tank. I don't think Floyd want Tank to be the best he can be. And when you got a mentor and a boss and a promoter who don't want to see you at your best, when you got that type of dude that's running with you, you don't want to see, and he don't want to really see you be at your best, then, I mean, Tank is in a fucked up position. Excuse me, I'm still a little sick. But Tank in a messed up position. He got a mentor and a boss who don't want to see him do good. He using him. He using him. What's going on, Detroit versus everybody? I see you. He using him, man. And at the same time, Gervonta Tank Davis got to see that. But there ain't nothing he can do. He contracted to fight 3 times this year with Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather got him hot wired in the contract. I'm telling y'all, this dude ain't no different from Bob Arum. He want to go around complaining about Bob Arum and how Bob Arum was doing fighters wrong. He ain't doing nothing different than Tank. To Tank, the same thing. He got Tank in a fucked up contract. You know what I'm saying? When Tank don't want to do what he want him to do, guess what? He put Tank on the shelf. How's that different from Bob Arum? Other than he might not be stealing money from Tank because he don't need to steal money from Tank, but guess what? Why not go and let Tank fight better competition? You know, Floyd Mayweather is approaching this like Money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? From the ground up. Not Pretty Boy till Money Mayweather, and then you go out on your own merit. He really, like Gervonta Tank Davis, and then he don't make it no better with Tank going around talking all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking all that shit, Tank Davis, but you fight niggas like that. When you gonna step up and fight somebody like Jamal Charlo said? Or is it Jamel Charlo? He said he with Mayweather, he ain't fighting nobody. Coolman said the vibe was weird and awkward with Floyd around Tank yesterday. You could tell he don't rock with him. Yeah, you could tell he put his head down and shit like that. McGill Burchett with Top Rank now, I heard. So that ain't gonna happen. You know? Man, why is this dude even going over to Japan to fight Tension? He need to be gearing up to get back in the ring in April and fight in Baltimore or fight on the East Coast. So why can't he go fight on the East Coast and get a formidable opponent? You know what I'm saying? Why can't he go over there and get somebody that can punch back? You know, and it's gonna happen. He gonna fight somebody that can take his power and give it back to him. You know, you can't really say Tank is the future or Tank is great until somebody take his power and hit him right back on the jaw. We ain't seen Tank take shit on the jaw yet. And a lot of times in boxing, and a lot of people who know boxing and know the history of boxing, some of the biggest punchers in history will have some of the weakest jaws or some of the weakest heart. Some of the biggest punchers, Julian Jackson, he could punch like a motherfucker, but he had the chin of a poet. You know, George Foreman, he could punch like a motherfucker, but Ali was able to hotwire and hack into his brain and mentally diffuse him. Okay, Keith Thurman, big puncher, but he don't like to get hit. He been on the floor a couple times too, on the amateurs and as a professional fighter. You know what I'm saying? Some of your biggest punchers got some of the weakest jaws, or once you crack their jaw, they never the same. Especially with the bully mentality. Look at Lucas Matisse. Once Danny Garcia cracked his ass and dropped him and gave him a hematoma in his eye, that motherfucker was never the same fighter. He was never the same fighter. A lot of your biggest punchers, you know, it's got fragile mind state. Look at Mike Tyson. When a motherfucker punched him back, it was a wrap. That whole persona was gone. That whole persona was gone, man. So, you know, what if Tank is in the line of those guys? Not some good punchers that got good jaws. Hager was a good puncher with an excellent jaw. You know? But what if Tank, I can't crown Tank and say, oh, Tank the greatest or he one of the best pound for pound fighters. Man, who the fuck he beat? Who he beat? I think he can get Lomachenko run for his money, but I mean, shit, I'm gonna need that motherfucker to fight somebody. I'm gonna need him to fight somebody. I'm gonna need him to fight somebody with a jaw. I mean, shit, if Rances Bartholomew beat Robbie Ishe Jr. for the regular WBA belt, let's get Rances Bartholomew versus Gervonta Tank Davis. That's a good test. Let's get Richard Comey versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Javier Fortuna versus Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's get some of these other fighters out here, you know, that can fight. He talk all this shit. I take Gary Russell, Ricky in the super chat. Salute my brother. Gary Russell, but that'll be, people say that's another small nigga moving up, but I take it. I take it. You know? So we got to see him be able to take it on the jaw. That's part of, and before, hey, the way he moving, man, to keep it real, the way Gervonta Tank Davis moving on the keep it 100, like, dude, how am I saying, the way he moving, Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney might catch him. Real shit. The way Gervonta Tank Davis moving, you know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez and Tank Davis, Teo and Devin Haney may catch him. They may fuck around and catch him. Because he low key, he fighting the same level opponents as Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, damn near. He damn near fighting the same level opponents. Come on, tell me I'm wrong. I think Shakur Stevenson could beat Clay Hart right now, especially if he beat Christopher Diaz. Come on, tell me I'm lying. In a minute, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez opponent level is going to be on the same level as Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dog. Gervonta Tank Davis and Jaime Munguia ain't too different from each other. So you said Haney whooped Tank in the gym. Could have. You know? Yeah, people talking about Hybrid Fortuna taking a die. They about to take that fight from Fortuna. They about to take that fight from Fortuna. Remember? They kept taking points from Fortuna, so Fortuna took a dive. Anytime you go to Texas, the Hispanic fighter gonna be the house fighter. No matter if you from Chicago like Granados or you from fucking New Mexico or California or New York. It don't matter. So I don't get mad at fucking Hybrid Fortuna for taking a dive. They about to rob that nigga on points. He was whooping on Granados' ass. Nobody talk about that. How they was taking points from him for no fucking reason. The same shit he get away with every fight. Because Granados couldn't fuck with him. Come on. I ain't saying take a dive, but shit, they were about to steal that fight from him. And they knew it. You know? Yeah, Fortuna try to step in for Mars and Floyd. Say, no, Floyd, man. Like I said, if you got options, you'll be an idiot to sign with Mayweather Promotions. That's why Mikey didn't sign with him. That's why Andre Ward didn't sign with him. That's why Earl Spence didn't sign with him. That's why the Charlos didn't sign with him. Nah, man, why would you even sign with Floyd? Yeah, he said it last night. Mayweather said he gonna wait till Lomachenko get old. He was like Gervonta Tank Davis, 10 years younger than, or 11 years younger than Lomachenko. What's Lomachenko, like 31 this year? Tank 24? Yeah, you're right, Tank, man. Tank got to get away from that nigga, but it's going to be hard. That was the worst thing Tank could have did. Tank was better to sign with Adrian Broner. Say what you want to say about Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner will never hate on none of his niggas, though. Real talk. AB don't never hate on none of his niggas. He ain't never hated on Robert. He ain't never hated on Slick Dex. Really, that is old 31 for him. He only got 12 fights, 13 fights. That's old. Come on. I mean, he got at least to get to 30 fights. And he already breaking down his shoulder and shit. Oh, no. Actually, Shakur Stevenson, the reason Shakur Stevenson didn't go to TMT is he said Mayweather never came up with the money. Shakur Stevenson said Mayweather never came up with the money. He said he was going to pay him. He never came up with the money, so he signed with Jay Prince and went to Top Rank. He said Mayweather never came up with the money. So he going around buying $18 million watches, but he couldn't even come up with money for Shakur Stevenson. Come on. Good that Shakur Stevenson didn't sign with him. I wouldn't even say Loma got 5 years left, man. I'm thinking more like 3. 2 or 3 more good years left. He already breaking down at 135. He got to move back down. Felix Nunes, salute. He don't want motherfucking Tank to be the best that Tank can be. JC Box, what's going on? Yeah, he won't age well with that son. They're gonna wait till Lomachenko get like 33, 34 years old, man. Tank Davis gonna continue to hurt himself and age himself by trying to make 130 pounds. What do I tell you? He'll continue to age himself to make 130 pounds. Why should I tell you, Trap Sport, what's going on? Quincy Bernard, what's going on? And Tank Davis don't make it no better. Tank be talking cash shit. Tank be talking cash shit. He got an opinion on every other fighter that's in the top 10, that's a champion. And I like Tank, but Tank really a prospect with a belt. That's what Tank. Tank is a prospect with a belt. 1 second, yo. Gervonta Tank Davis is a prospect with a belt. That's exactly what he is. And let's just keep it real. And I like Tank too. A big Tank fan, but you can't have an opinion when you can't have an opinion out here and you fighting the level of opponents that you fighting. Do I think he could beat Lomachenko? Yes, I was the first person to say it. But not on this course that he riding on. What's the harm in moving up? I don't understand why they so stuck on Tank staying at 130 because it's going to be more pressure for him to fight Lomachenko, and then they don't know how far Tank can move up at his height and size. I think it's a stretch for Tank to be at 140. I think it's a stretch for Tank to go to 140. He 5'5", short arms. So they really trying to stretch it out. He was at 26 for a minute. Now he at 130. You know, he touched his first $1 million last night, even though he won't actually get $1 million with paying his coaches and taxes and his promoter fees. But hey, it is what it is, man. But he can't walk around here like he the shit. He can't walk around here like he the shit. And you being protected. You ain't the shit when you being protected like him. That's just real shit. I'll take Gary Russell be a good fight. You don't seem like you want to fight Gary Russell, but he got the skills to beat him and the power and the size. But Floyd Mayweather don't want that fight. He know Gary Russell a bad boy. What's going on, Ronaldo Tool? What's going on? Narco Top on TV. What's going on, Holmes? Tank can keep his weight under control. He gotta be active. He gotta be active. That's just what it is. He gotta be active. If he ain't gonna be active, then he don't work out between fights. He gonna have a real short career shelf life. I'll tell you that right now. Gervonta Davis gonna have a short shelf career life. Shelf career. He's not gonna be boxing for 10, 15 years now. I can see him getting into about 29 like AB, and you're gonna see his shit gonna start to change for him. Because that's when your metabolism slow down real fast. He don't approach the game like a professional. He said Earl the same way. Them boys let hands fly, but very strategic. Even Floyd still have heavy punch rate, and his defense is overrated. He rolls and counters, but with counters he throws 3-4 combos. I don't know what you mean by overrated. Who you talking about? I don't know what you talking about. Earl? Mayweather's team knows what Tank would beat the shit out of Loma. Man, Loma is over. Well, make the fight happen right now. If they know that he'd beat Lomachenko, why not make the fight happen right now? Why is he going to fight Tenshin over in Japan? In the exhibition for a money grab? Come on. Tank is dog food at 140 or 47. Yeah, he ain't going to make it up there. His shelf life going to be short. I'm telling you that right now. His shelf life going to be real, real short. He remind me of Dog Bowl. You know what I'm saying? If somebody like Nervedes can get in there with Tank, it'll be very interesting. And fight him and keep him at distance. It'll be very interesting to see how Tank handle that. Salute Zulu Immortal. Is he fighting an opponent like Nervedes that was fighting Dog Bowl? He get somebody up there 30, 35 can fight like that. I want to see that. I do. But he could beat anybody down there, but he not being challenged. I ain't gonna kill no tension, man. I ain't even gonna speak that into existence, though. I don't take that lightly. Talking about death. I'm not gonna speak that into existence, bro. That's not cool. Just keep it real. But hey, that's what boxing about. Floyd Mayweather had a bad impact on boxing. Everybody want to get the bag. Everybody want to make big money. That's it. Nobody want to fight the best. Nobody want to be proved the best. It's about who got the deepest pockets. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no street nigga shit, man. This is a business. And a nigga with the most money don't necessarily mean you the most thoroughest nigga. It's snitches out here in the street that got the most money because they working with the feds. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got the most money, it don't make you the realest nigga. That's what they don't realize, bro. That's why I tell a lot of these fighters ain't really come from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like Lamont Peterson was homeless. You could tell Lamont Peterson, man, from the beginning of his career, like, dog, he wasn't outlandish or ignorant like that. He came from nothing. You can look at Lamont Peterson and just look at him beginning his career, humble dude. He came from nothing. All these loudmouth niggas, man, these niggas grew up with Jordans and all that other shit, mama's boys and shit. These niggas, man, having the most money, and that's what we see Danny Jacobs come to Jamal Charlo say, I'm touching M's. Like, nigga, what do that mean? That don't make you the best boxer. That don't make you the realest nigga in boxing. That don't make you the most powerful dude in boxing because you touching millions. At the end of the day, what does that make you? Do niggas gonna go back and say, oh, yeah, I remember Danny Jacobs, he made 15 million fighting Canelo Alvarez when he sold his belt. I mean, I don't mind give a fuck about how much money you done made. Kurt Sugar, what's going on? At the end of the day, man, the only thing that's gonna be left when you in that casket or you fucking burn the ashes is your legacy. And a lot of these niggas' legacy in boxing today gonna be looking real fucking funny. A lot of these dudes' legacy is gonna be looking real funny in boxing. A lot of them. And everybody, I'm getting money. That money don't mean nothing, dog. Even in the streets, having the most money don't make you the realest nigga out there. Respect. Motherfuckers gotta respect you. And a lot of these fighters, they ain't got my respect, man, as real fighters yet. They don't have that respect like I have for Hagler. See, that they don't even got the respect I got for Darnell Boone. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the respect I have for Emmanuel Augustus. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the respect I have for Orlando Salido. You know, they don't have the respect that I have for somebody like William Joppy. You know what I'm saying? Keep going down. Keep going. Even Roman Gonzalez, he had the respect. He went back and rematched Soren Riebenstein when he knows he's going to get his ass whooped again. They don't have that respect in boxing, bro. They didn't get that respect from me. Not yet. Nobody that's active. Somebody got to grab the bulls by the horn and be the face of this boxing. And people say Canelo the face of boxing, but he got too much asterisks by his name. Too many asterisks by his name. These dudes, man, they don't have no respect, man. No respect. They don't have respect. They don't have power. They got money, but they ain't got Sugar Ray Leonard money. We talking about Sugar Ray Leonard when he got 50, 100,000 in his professional debut. He ain't $10 million on NBC. That's money. You bragging about $1, $2, $3 million at the taxes, $4 or $5 million. You bragging about that money. You stand next to Floyd Mayweather, P. Diddy. You know, you stand next to Nicki Minaj. You a little nigga. You a little nigga. You stand next to niggas that's half your age. I mean, look, Soulja Boy had that money when he was 16, 17, 18 years old. Hannah Montana had that money. You know, I mean, shit, Frankie Muniz. The Olsen twins. Like, nigga, y'all not even talking real money. You talking money that you can go broke from tomorrow. Any boxer's happy about $1, $2 million. You got a motherfucker in baseball like Miguel Cabrera who getting $35 million a season. $35 million a season? You got John Wall who gonna make $41 million next season when this extension kick in, and he gonna have a hurt ankle. So you gonna tell me a nigga with a torn Achilles got $41 million off rip? Some of these fighters that they pay to never touch $41 million in a gross ever in boxing. He made that in one season. He won't even play next year. So, I mean, your ambition was to touch $1 million. That's cool. But shit in boxing, it's untapped. You can make as much money as you can if you can really promote yourself the right way and keep winning and fighting the best. Floyd Mayweather touched $250 million fighting Pacquiao. $200 million fighting Conor McGregor. Ain't that supposed to invigorate and motivate niggas? Don't that one motivate you? You know what I'm saying? When I go over somebody's house, when I was young, when I go over somebody else's house, my family member house, and they had a baby mansion or they lived out there in a nice area, like, nigga, that would motivate me. Because you can tell when you go out in the suburbs from the hood, the air quality is different, the scenery is different, you know, whatever the shit, that motivated me. When one of my niggas got some real money, I didn't ask that nigga, hey, man, let me get $10 let me hold a stack. No, man, that made me want to get off my ass and go get my money five. If I would get money 5 different ways, it made me want to get money 5 more different ways. I never was the type of nigga when something happened for my nigga that I would hate on that nigga. And I had niggas around me and I had to learn when I was 18, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You know, when you hang around niggas that hate on you and you got to just pick up on the little hateful shit they be saying. You know what I'm saying? And once you pick up on it, you know to get away from them niggas and get around niggas that really getting it like you. If you a 9 to 5 niggas, your niggas 9 to 5, they getting it, well, shit on the niggas you should be hanging around with. And they ambitious. If you a nigga that want to roll a spliff all day, drink a 40 all day, do nothing, live off your bitch all day, live with your moms all day, well, you hang with niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Sugar say if Tank and Charlos were, damn, my black screen went out, my bad. Were to get a big fight, I'll be concerned. It's not about the physical attributes, it's about the temperament. Yeah. What happened when you get hit? That's all I'm saying. I ain't never seen none of them niggas get hit. Jamel Charlo got hit. He showed to have a good jaw. Jamal got hit too, but what happened when you get hit like by somebody that know what to do with you? You know what I'm saying? Now, if Harrison put the right more behind Jamel Charlo, we might be talking about ain't no rematch. That motherfucker might just woke up from a coma. You know? You might just woke up in a fucking coma. You know what I'm saying? Emotions. What happened when you get hit in the fucking jaw? What happened when Tank hit somebody and they hit him back? That's why when T said Danny Garcia. Garcia hit that nigga back. And Lucas Matisse wasn't expecting that. He didn't know Garcia's jaw was that good. He thought Garcia was really scared of him, but Garcia wasn't. I don't care about what Tank about to make, to be honest, William Smith. He can make millions, but guess what? What does it do for his career? Nothing. It's an exhibition fight. This is a guy that fought one time last year. One time. He fought one time last year, and he get an exhibition fight? He need to be fighting the best competition available. You know, but hey, like I said, man, if y'all care about how much money these niggas making, go ahead. I'm trying to see the best fights happen. On God now. On God now. I'm trying to see the best fights happen. And Mayweather ain't doing shit but getting in the way. That's all Mayweather doing is getting in the way. And when Tank really do have to step up, somebody gonna fuck him up. When Tank do step up, man, if they keep going down this route, somebody gonna fuck Gervonta Tank Davis up. I'm telling y'all. Because you gonna keep giving this nigga $1 million. He didn't deserve $1 million last night for that fight. He don't deserve to go make millions with tension. He don't deserve that. But when you give shit to kids that don't deserve nothing, they grow up spoiled, they grow up rotten, they grow up entitled, and they grow up and go commit stupid crimes and go to jail for life. They grow up and can't deal with the real world. You know what I'm saying? And that's the equivalent to what what Floyd doing to Tank Davis. He creating a spoiled, rotten kid. And when he think he entitled to something, you know, he gonna get in more trouble in the bars, more trouble in the clubs, more trouble at home. And eventually, when you get in trouble outside the ring, guess what happened to Mike Tyson? It crept up in the ring. You can say Tank a dog, he had to die in the ring. He got to prove that. He got to prove that he gonna die in the ring. He ain't never been in a fight that somebody hit him in the mouth and punched him and hurt him. You know what I said? Tank Davis ain't had a hard fight in his life yet. As far as in the ring, he ain't had a hard fight yet. So he got to prove that to us. He got to prove to me in a fight, he get into an Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward type of fight that he'd die for this shit. He got to get into a Foreman Ali fight to prove that he'd die for this shit. You know what I'm saying? He got to get in one of those type of fights, man. A dog fight, Corrales, Castillo. You know what I'm saying? He got to prove that. And that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand what I'm saying, man. But that's what I'm saying. Let's talk about Ishe Smith, man. We got about 30 minutes left on before Jose Ramirez kick on. I'm just turn my humidifier on and just chill out for the night. But yeah, man, Ishe Smith last night, man, he ended up retiring, man. That's good for him. I'm happy for Ishe Smith, man. 19 years. Always don't agree with him on some shit, man. But you know, he got one last payday. Obviously, Mayweather Promotions was nowhere there for him last night. There was nowhere there for him leading up to the fight. He already retired. You know, Mayweather Promotions did Ishe Smith so dirty leading up to this fight. They did. You didn't hear no media workout from Ishe Smith. I'd be surprised they played for him a flight out. Give me a second. You know, I'd be surprised if they paid for his flight out. You know, or everybody else at the Westin, that motherfucker was probably at the Motel 6. He wasn't even at the Super Motel 8. That motherfucker was at Super Motel. Those niggas at the Motel 6. You know what I'm saying? They didn't show him no love last night. Or the whole fight, it wasn't no media workout. It wasn't no promo on Mayweather Promotions Twitter page or Facebook page. Nothing about Ishe Smith. They was talking about Tank, Truck, Burguard a little bit, Fortuna, Hugo. They didn't say shit about Ishe Smith. And that just shows you one more time again. Mayweather Promotion is run by like a mom and pop spot, bro. It's supposed to be a multi-million-dollar, potentially billion-dollar business, and it's run like a nigga running a liquor store or a nigga running a trap house, okay? That's how it's run. If Floyd mad at you, then Floyd gonna shelf you or put you in a fight that you ain't gonna win. What real business run off emotion? Real talk. What? I don't know if he won or not. I ain't never seen the kid. I just heard them talking about him. But what real fight run off? What real business run off emotion? The motherfucker that owned GM, or the little Italian dude that owned Chrysler, you think if his motherfucking main man make him mad? You think if his main man make him mad, he gonna get mad at him and do some whole ass shit and tell the nigga, man, you fired. Nah, man. Nah. You can't run off emotion like that. Mayweather promotions run off emotions. Oh, man, you didn't do what Floyd wants you to do. You going on the shelf, Tank. Because Tank a grown man, he want to train in Baltimore. He don't want to train in Vegas. Come on. You my promoter. You're not my daddy. You know what I'm saying? You're not my maker. You're not my guy. Come on, man. Oh, man, DeJuan Blake mad at Mickey Bay. Floyd, don't put that, man. Don't allow him to feed his family. Put him on the shelf for 2 or 3 years where he can't feed his family. Who do that, man? Let alone who do that to other brothers. What type of black man do that to other brothers? Try to hurt brothers to flex your power. Come on, man. I mean, shit, you better off promoting yourself than fucking riding with them. I know Ishe Smith said some hurtful shit, but shit, we men. Women say hurtful shit to niggas every day. Every day somebody say some hurtful shit to people. You could be out in public, your girl be like, your dick little, and your shit ain't even little, but nigga, it hurt. Even though if it's not true in public, the shit hurt. But shit, as men, we eat it and we move on from it. You know what I'm saying? Some women know how to push our buttons, and you might have to hem your bitch up or pop her. I mean, depending on what you do as a man. Sometimes a bitch will take you there. Niggas that don't understand that shit, who ain't never been in real relationships, it happens. Sometimes your son make you mad. Or your daughter make you mad. Sometimes you might have to hem your son up to let that nigga know what's going on. Sometimes you got to pick that little nigga up by his collar or choke the little nigga. You know what I'm saying? People who don't come from that culture don't understand that shit. They won't understand it now until they son somewhere doing some shit he ain't supposed to do. You have to discipline. You have to learn to get over it, bro. That's my whole point. You got to learn to get over it. You got to be, if you was raised tough, can't nobody do shit to you to really hurt you like that, to get your mind off business. If you was raised mental toughness, niggas, like, that's why young niggas that play football, and go to and do ROTC and shit like that, nigga, they tough. They mentally tough. They mentally tough. Niggas that grew up, they caught the bus to school every day and walked miles to school every day, went into the snow every day, nigga. They obviously they gonna have a different toughness and a mental toughness than motherfuckers that got dropped off every day. Motherfucker that drove to school every day. They temperament gonna be different. Everybody wasn't raised tough. Everybody say, oh, I came from the gutter. I was broke. I ain't had this. I ain't had that. Everybody ain't really from the dirt. Everybody ain't had no hard times. A lot of these niggas grew up with Jordans on their whole life. So when a girl reject them, you know what I'm saying? Or they get rejected, life get hard, they crumble. So you can tell Floyd Mayweather, that nigga ain't have it hard for real. Look, he's so sensitive to every time somebody say something. Come on, man. Ishe Smith said, you told Ishe Smith to get a job. Ishe Smith said, basically, fuck that. How you gonna tell us to go get a job? Ishe Smith a real nigga, some of the shit he was saying to Floyd. So for him to be outspoken, Floyd pretty much, wasn't fucking with him. Didn't give him no support. For me to be one of your closest fighters, one of your first fighters, and a little bit disagreement, me going back and forth, it's gonna damage our relationship forever. That's things girls do. Girls fall out over shit like that. Girls do that shit, man. Niggas don't fall out over little shit like that. Like, niggas can go outside and fight right now, real niggas, and we can come back inside, play 2K, and be cool. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be cool. We can cap on each other. Girls fall out over little shit. You know what I'm saying? Over little itty bitty shit. Niggas don't fall out like that, nigga. We look past that shit, we can move on. So for him to do Ishe Smith like that, not show him no support fight week, not be his promoter, do thick and thin, just because he said he said some shit that you don't like, you wasn't there for him. So why would I sign a Mayweather Promotions? Why? Why would I sign a Mayweather Promotions? It's not a family. If you make Floyd feel bad, or you want to make one of Floyd little niggas feel bad, then you're gonna go on the shelf. Not all the money in the world can make me sign with Mayweather Promotions. Not all the money in the world. Basically, he want niggas to be like, but do Jack, shut the fuck up and do what you say do. No, nigga. Remember, I employ you. The promoter works for the fighter. If I don't sign on the dotted line, I don't fight. I'm not fighting that nigga if I don't sign on the dotted line. You know? And that's all I'm saying, man. They didn't get that nigga no support. That's probably why he had a shitty ass camp. He knew he was being brought there to lose. He didn't get no support from Mayweather Promotions. You know? And look, half the motherfuckers last night didn't even know he retired. And I was talking to Town. He was at the fight. That motherfucker said, I didn't even know the nigga retired. I said, yeah, he retired. You know? But hey, Lubin looked good last night, but how good did he look? How bad was Ishe Smith? It seemed like Ishe Smith had a tough camp. Every time Lubin hit him with the left hand, he was hurt. And some of them shots that Lubin hit him with didn't even look that hard. You know, Ishe Smith was just crumbling like a graham cracker. Every time he hit Ishe, it looked hard. Like I said, I think Ishe Smith came to lay down. Excuse me. I think Ishe Smith came to lay down, to be honest. Real talk. You know, I think Ishe Smith, no, he didn't have a chance. Didn't have no support from his promoter. Came to lay down. You know, what's next for Lubin? I don't know. I don't know what's next for Lubin, man. I would like to see him fight Kell Brook, perhaps. I know Kell Brook and Jesse Vargas supposed to fight. Hope if this at welterweight, Jesse Vargas should win that fight. That's a fight that should have happened years ago. Let's go through the ranking system. Give me a minute. Carlos Adames, he would what's up, boy? What's the motherfucker's name? Top rank. I mean, Austin Straub's still there. You know, Sergio Garcia, who just beat Ted Cheeseman, will be a good fight for him. Liam Williams will be a good fight for him right now. Jeff Warren. How about Jeff Warren if he want to come down and fight somebody at 154? He just fought at 160. Brian Carlos Castanos if he get past Lara, because Lara when he moving up. For what I hear. Brandon Cook, I mean he just got knocked out though, so so yeah, I mean Patrick Teixeira, Takashi Inouye, he just gave him a weird tough fight, so why not some of them other fights right there? You know, so at the end of the day, it was a great punch. I mean, a great fight by Erickson Lubin last night, but a lot of motherfuckers weren't sold on it. You know, a lot of dudes weren't sold on it. A lot of dudes weren't sold on it, man. They said, well, you know, Ishe Smith didn't have nothing last night, man. So Lubin still ain't proven to be back for me, and I can agree with that. What's going on, Jose? I can agree on that. So you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, had to wait to see Lubin fight somebody else. I'd like to see him back in the ring in about May, June. I'd like to see him again in the fall and try to squeeze one in the winter. You know, a lot of people wasn't sold on Erickson Lubin last night. A lot of people that was in the live chat last night said they wasn't sold on him because Ishe Smith, they had nothing left. And they said, man, that was some bullshit. So, I mean, I can kind of agree. I kind of agree with that. I want to see him versus a younger opponent. You know, Liam Smith would be a good opponent for him. You know, but that ain't going to happen. Munguia, I heard Munguia about to move up after he fight Dennis Hogan to middleweight. It's a good fight. I had to see more from Lubin. But he could be Munguia if he could take the power. Is Robert Green gonna fight on Showtime? I'm not sure. I would think him and Rances Bartholomew will be on Showtime. That's for the regular WA belt. Loma is the super champion. Yep. So I can think y'all can ask questions. I answer questions for about 30 minutes until the Jose Ramirez card come on. Then I'm gonna sit at home and enjoy it. Let me see who all on the Jose Ramirez card. I don't know who else fighting on it. I'm gonna have to look it up. I know Bomac calling the fights on ESPN Plus. Lubin not ready for Munguia. Well, Munguia didn't look that good last time out. I watched that fight. So I think it's a good chance he could beat Munguia. Munguia didn't look good at all. And Munguia didn't look good at all. He could beat Munguia. Oh, Ray Beltran fighting on there in the 10-rounder. Yep. Next Friday, Rob Brandt fighting. And then it's Showbox Friday. Santa Cruz fighting Saturday. Who cares? It's the only fight on Saturday that's major. Maguire carried that guy. He made it to. I don't know. That motherfucker kept coming on Maguire ass. Yeah, Maguire backpedaling. Robbie Jr. or her versus J Rock card. Oh, could be. Yeah, ain't no good boxing coming up no time soon for real. At all. Next great boxing card look like it's gonna be Earl and Mikey. Castano Lara be a good fight. That's March 2nd. William Williams plus Joel. Yeah, ain't no good fights coming on until March 2nd, then March 16th. I'm just waiting on March fights. Yeah, two good fights in March. Oh, Jesse Magno taking on Rico Ramos. Oh, Peterson and Lipias fighting, yeah. Mm. Regis play. I heard Regis Progress might pull out. The World Series of Boxing Super Series tournament, whatever it's called. Carissa Shield is calling the UFC fights pass on Friday. Okay. Who won UFC last night? I didn't even think about that shit. These PBC cards are looking weaker by the month. Yep. Because they got so many fight days now, so all the cards not going to be stacked no more. James McGill Eubanks is a good one. I don't care for that fight, to be honest. I'm done with both of them guys. After Eubanks versus Groves, I don't want to see him no more. And DeGill dropped his belt to get the Duck Uzatagi. Fuck him. Lyra Castanos is March 2nd. They got Ortiz on the undercard versus Christian Hammer. March 2nd, Master Square. Is it Brooklyn Barclay? My bad. Brooklyn Barclay Center. My boy. Why I keep saying it was supposed to be at the Master Square Garden, though. But they moved it to the Barclay Center. My bad. It was going to be at Master Square Garden. Yeah. They should have just put him, Gamboa, and Ortiz on the card in South Florida. But, hey, did you get to see Silva versus Israel fight? It was nothing but striking good. Man, no, I didn't get to see it, man. I went to sleep last night. Who won? Did the John Jones looking nigga win? Who fighting on Spence and Garcia card? That's a good fucking question, Ricky E. I don't know who the fuck fighting on that card. I got Clarissa Shields being Hammer. Hammer need to develop a hook. She need to develop a hook. For real. She just throw too many straight. It's good to throw straight, but she gotta need a hook. They got the only fight that's listed on the Earl Spence pay-per-view card is David Benavidez and Jalen Love on the schedule. Erickson did good. I don't think he is used to fighting off the front foot. His relaxes were just a tad slow for the young buck. Israel's good, real good. Okay. Oh, Addison still got it. Did he win or did he lose? Addison lost. Okay. Israel won by unanimous decision. Benavidez fighting on. Yeah, he fighting Jalen Love. Fighting Jalen Love. They're going to show more of me that undercard fight. I'm thinking about Christian fought last night. She is second round K. Yeah, I seen she was fighting last night. I know she won, and I just seen it on Twitter. Let me see. All right. What else? Yeah, ain't nothing else been announced for that Mikey card, man, at all. Nothing, man. Anybody got some more information on that joint? Let me know. Love cash out fight, man. I don't want to see that shit, man. I'm patiently waiting for Hammer and Shields. That should happen real soon. Who you got winning, Quillen or Truex? And Derevchenko. I got Derevchenko over Klokla. I'm probably go with Truex over Quillen. I don't know. That's a good fight. It's one of the fights I want to see. But I'm definitely taking Derevchenko over Klokla. Jack Klokla, little nigga. I don't even know how he at middleweight, man. He not fucking like a 5'5" or some shit like that. 5'5". You got any more questions? anymore. Love finna get stopped. He gonna be running around the ring like he did with Peter Quillen. If he was scared of Peter Quillen, Benavidez gonna go hard. Yeah, February boring as fuck. You gotta look forward to Santa Cruz. Come on, I might want to see Santa Cruz fight. Yeah, Anthony Durrell fighting versus Javier Uterman. Chris Eubanks beat him. He should be able to beat Uterman. Yep, and then the winner gonna have to fight David Benavidez basically. Jamal James is on that card too. Yeah, it's in Minnesota. I believe that card is in Minnesota. Ain't it? I think it's in Minnesota. Let me see. Yes, in Minneapolis. No, I don't really care for February though. Hey, no, not like Santa Cruz. I don't want to see him fight. I want to see Omar and John Molina fight. That's my favorite fight of the month. Other than that, I don't see shit else I care about. Michael Fox fighting on Showbox. I guess I'm interested in that. Jose Ramirez, I'll watch tonight. Ain't shit else on. Ain't no football on. But I don't be caring about no bullshit ass fights, really. I just don't be caring no more, man, because we ain't getting the fights that I want to see. Brandon Rios and Humberto Soto. That might be a good fight. Humberto Soto always tell. I think Matisse stopped him a few years ago. I think he stopped him a few years ago. And he got a BT Sports card with Anthony Yarden on it. I don't see my boy, Dan Du Bois. I'm boycotting Santa Cruz until he fight Russell. Yeah, but I ain't mad at you. Did Santa Cruz say he gonna finally fight Russell? I feel that Santa Cruz is getting all the way with ducking. I heard they might have signed Gamboa for him to fight. Gamboa might be fighting. He got 2 fight deals. He might be fighting Tuna. He gonna fight Tuna, and then either gonna fight Tank or he gonna fight Santa Cruz. Probably gonna be Santa Cruz since he ain't no threat no more. Oh, March 9th, the boys come back? Okay. All right. Mayweather looks out for Jalen. He'll have a job after his career. They aren't sending him back to Inkster. He better not make Floyd mad, but I'm going to get up out of here, man. Why is Crawford best win fighting 126-pounder? What a joke. He beat Victor Postol, too. That was a good win. Who going to be on the undercard for Wilder Fury? I don't know. That fight ain't even done yet. They still hashing out some extra things with that card. Nicola Adams is fighting on the boys' card. She can fight. Yeah, I seen her, a little black girl. Yeah, I seen her. Yeah, I seen her. But let me get up out of here, man. I'm pretty sure somebody be going live for the Jose Ramirez fight, but it won't be me. I'm about to chill, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. I'll be back with some more videos later. Blessings. We go.